And let's just get right into it. So what is a resolution? A resolution, obviously, it's something, it's not just a wish. Oh, I want to stop eating sugar, you know? That's not very emotionally charged. That's not very compelling. That's not going to pull you towards anything. A resolution, you got to look at the word resolve. When you resolve to do something, you've made a pivotal, definite decision in your mind not to do something. If you resolve to not eat sugar, there's no going back. You burn all the boats. If you want to take the island, you got to burn the boats, and you burn your way of retreat. You've already resolved. You made a definite decision. You're not going to be indecisive. That's what a resolution is. A resolution is a made up part of your mind. It's already been made up, and you're not going to deviate from it. And if you look at all the successful people, all the millionaires, the billionaires, people that are successful in happiness, in their marriages, it's a definite decision. It's not an indecision. They're not indecisive people. They're people who make a decision and they're not going to deviate from it, and they're not going to stop from it. So a resolution. Okay, say you have a resolution, you want to you want to lose weight, and maybe you want to do it by not eating sugar. You're going to lose weight. Okay, let's make the resolution. I want to stop eating sugar and I want to lose weight. That's not very powerful. Let's tie it to something that's emotional, so every time you go to eat the sugar, it brings any idea that's connected with emotion. And this is real psychology, people. I'm not just making this up. This isn't something that's airy-fairy. This is real psychology. Anything that has an emotional charge to it is going to be so much more effective. Look at the things in your life when you fell in love, when you felt broken, when you had faith in something. When you have these emotional moments, they stick in your mind. I guarantee you remember the first person that you fell in love with, because the love emotion is such a strong emotion that anything that you associate with it, you're going to assimilate with, and it's going to stick. So, back to the resolution. You want to lose weight and you want to stop eating sugar. First of all, tie it to something emotional. Maybe your aunt or your father or your mother has diabetes. Okay, that's it. It's not something to be joked about. It's not something to be light with, but it is something that you can tie your reason to. You could tie your reason to it. Every time, say you didn't have that association, and you go to take your sugary drink, you're gonna go drink your soda, and say you went a whole week. This is what a lot of people do. They'll go a week or two. Say you went a whole week without drinking sugar, and then finally a week comes, and temptations are going to get you. It's going to feel real good in the moment. Oh my gosh, soda's fantastic. I don't drink it because I had to break that habit. And I'm going to tell you, say that you're going to, soda's delicious. I'm not going to tell you it's not good. The fizzly carbonation feeling, the sensation that it gives you, it automatically releases dopamine and serotonin and just makes you feel wonderful. But say you go to take that drink and you're not emotionally charged, you're going to drink it after a week, and then you're going to be back to your old habits. But say you associate it with your mother who has diabetes, and if you have diabetes, you got to take those insulin shots. You have to really monitor your blood sugar. You could lose limbs. You could become impotent. It's not something that's a light joke at that point. My mother has diabetes. I'm going to stop drinking sugar and get my health and my weight in line. Okay? So next time you go to take that drink or eat that cake, you think about your mother. You think about what your mother is going through being a diabetic. And automatically it's emotionally charged, and the association is so much stronger. It's going to be way easier to break that habit. So connect your habit with something that's going to propel you forward, that's going to pull you, that you're not just going to have to really just have anguish for it, and just it's going to be really hard for you. You got to make it something that's going to get you, that's going to pull you, that you're going to get the drink and you're going to be like, I'm not going to do this because my mother has diabetes. I'm going to lose weight because heart disease runs in my family, and my grandfather died of a heart attack, and I want to lose weight so that I'm in healthy shape so I don't leave this earth early and die early. There's really huge ways you could bring emotion into your habits. Now, I want to illustrate, say that's your New Year resolution. It could be a whole plethora of things, It could be stop smoking. It could be getting off your phone less. And that's what I really want to talk about, the habit that I broke that really changed my life. And it's something, obviously, it's going to be about the phone. If you got an iPhone, look at your screen time. 9 hours of your day is on your screen, and you're not even using it for business. You're not even using it for something that's constructive. Oh my goodness, dude. It's a redundant set of habits that I had to break up with. I found myself, okay, Joe Dispenza, he's a really brilliant psychologist, and he explained and said, habits are a redundant set of actions, ideas, or thoughts, something along those lines. And he said it's a redundant. You don't even realize that it's happening because it's planted itself in your subconscious mind. And the subconscious mind is not a joke. The power of your mind is not a joke, and you have the power within you to break any habit. And I had to break up with my phone. It was holding me back, and it was keeping me. I'm not going to take these things that are going to hold me back into the new year. Anything that's inflexible, that's not ready, that is not going to bring me towards my goals, I refuse to let it go, to come with me into the new year, into the new month, into the new week, into any time. I'm not going to capitulate to mediocrity. What's going to happen is I realize, this is what's happened to me. I realized how much I was on my phone, and what propelled me forward was I heard this speaker, and this speaker said that he taught himself French and Spanish by keeping a dictionary, French or Spanish dictionary around with him. And if he didn't know what a word meant or something meant, like how to say it in French or Spanish, he would look it up. Taught himself French and Spanish, fluent in French and Spanish. And I was just like, wow, if I could just get off of my phone, I could teach myself French or Spanish. I could read more books. I could be more happy. I could build my relationships with my family and my friends and my associates. I could make huge financial gains. I could make these videos and empower people and help people and serve people if I could just break up with my phone. And I was like, from a selfish standpoint, I think building yourself and breaking off the things that you don't need are a lot more important. It's so beneficial to you, and it's like self-love, If you love yourself so much, you're not going to let yourself do it. Stop giving in to things that have nothing to do with your purpose, that have nothing to do with your goals and nothing to do with your dreams, and stop giving time and energy into things that are not going to propel you forward and pull you forward. And once I was able, and here's the benefit of breaking a bad habit and replacing it with a good habit. What I replaced my phone time with was reading books, developing talks and speeches, my schoolwork, my religion. And I can't explain to you guys how empowered and how fulfilled and how good I feel inside. No amount of money could replace that feeling. There's nothing that could replace that feeling. There's no amount of scrolling on Facebook or Instagram or Twitter that's going to replace that feeling of what I have right now, feeling so empowered, feeling so clear-headed, and being able to think my own thoughts. Like, this is kind of a sidetrack, but do you even realize that when you're on your phone, you're being subconsciously programmed? These things that you're thinking about people and events aren't even your own thoughts. There's somebody else's original thought, and you're just adopting it, pretending that it's your thought. It's not even your thought, dude. Just like, it's so gnarly, because now I'm able to control the flow of information that's going into my mind, something that's constructive and something that holds knowledge, discernment, and wisdom. And it's just beautiful. Once you break a bad habit, and habits are like this. I read in the 7 Habits of Highly Effective People I forget who the psychologist was, but he said that habits are like a rope. It's like a string, and they just keep building on each other and building on each other and building on each other until it becomes something that's so strong. Like one thread, you could break a thread, okay? And it's like a day by day thing. So let's say you add one thread every day. That's one thread. Okay, that was only one day. You could easily break that thread. But what if you just keep doing it over time, a month, 2 months, 3 months, a year, 2 years, 3 years? That becomes something really difficult to break. It's really strong. I'm not going to say that you can't break it, because you can, because we have a lot of power and a lot of potential that is inside of us, and you could break the habit. But I just want to let you know, the more that you just do it every day, the harder it is to break. And that's for bad habits. Say you have a good habit. The more you do it every day, it might be difficult and difficult and difficult and difficult. And then eventually, it just becomes a redundant set of actions, thoughts, or ideas. And you don't even have to think about it anymore. You know, that's like me when I started going to the gym. At first, I really had to drag myself there. And I really had to build that thread. And I was like, dude, I don't want to be here right now. The next day, I still don't want to be here. Next day, I still don't want to be here. A month later, I'm like, I still don't want to be here. And then like a few months went by, and I wake up and I wouldn't even think about it. I'm like, oh, I need to go to the gym. And it just become an easy habit. It becomes easier and easier. And you're just going to feel fulfilled. You're going to feel, once you actually could throw your whole self at something and be successful in it, and you could look back at it and say, wow, look what I just did. Look what I just accomplished. Look what I just surpassed. It's going to make you feel powerful. Feel powerful. When you feel powerful, you have momentum, you have force, and you can start breaking through opposition. So I just want you guys to realize that habits are they're going to make or break you. If I look at your lifestyle and your habits right now, I could tell you where you're going to be in 10 years. Do you think successful entrepreneurs have a habit of scrolling on their phone, for looking at ASMR videos and looking at people eating food and weird videos of cats and stuff like that? No, the successful people are out there in the world building, creating, and really just making their dreams to reality, you know? So watch your habits. New Year's resolutions, make it emotionally charged with something that's really going to propel you forward and pull you forward. And you have the power within you. And I'm not going to say it's all going to be Ron Howard happy days every day. It's not going to be all sunshine and rainbows. There's going to be days that are really hard. They're really hard, and those are going to be the days that define who you are. I promise you, those days, if you could push through those days, and there's going to be better days to come. It's not going to be easy every day. I'm not going to lie to you and say it's going to be super easy. It's going to be difficult. It's going to be hard, but is it worth it? Ask yourself, is it worth it? Yes, it is. I feel great. I feel fulfilled. Every day I'm trying to break bad habits and build new ones, and it's not an easy thing. It's something that really takes a lot of discipline, and I've basically taken like 15 minutes of your guys' time already, and I just want to say thank you for sitting through this video and not scrolling mindlessly on Facebook or whatever it is. It's a big deal. That's a big deal to me. That should be a big deal to you. The fact that you're here right now shows that you want more, that you want something more for yourself, and you're gonna get it. Just stay consistent and think about how all those little threads get added over time and how hard it's gonna be to break a positive or a negative habit. Please like my channel, follow my channel, and most of all, I want you to leave a comment. I need some feedback. I need to know what you guys want, what you guys liked about it. And trust me, I'm not the type of person who gets my feeling of importance from other people's approval. So just tell me straight up, did you like the video? Did you like what I talk about? What do you want me to talk about? All right, much love, guys. I appreciate you guys. May you guys be surrounded by happiness, health, wealth, and abundance, and manifest all of your wildest dreams. All of the power is within you. Peace, guys. Much love.